loads of them around here.
Smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.
This is the campsite. Already got most people leaving. Just leaving town. That was a funny place last night. The campsite was just essentially a back garden. Squeezed all the tents in. The owner was never there, so I left my money in an envelope. But some people have been there for days. It was weird. But had a shower, had some food, had rest, did my videos. Yeah, can't complain. Good morning, day 21. So yesterday was the day that people decided whether to do the Swiss variant or continue on with French. I'm continuing on the French, which is in the minority, but gave me the reasons yesterday. Yeah, day 20 was following a series of rivers and dams and lakes, which was fine, but it's a bit monotonous for 25-30k. And then I stayed in a sort of a refuge, but I camped, used facilities, met some different people. But yeah, so day 21, I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to go, because lots of people are saying, oh, had a big day yesterday, let's do 20. I just see how I feel, basically. But it's due to be another scorcher. So it's only 6:30 and I'm already no hat and open my shirt. So let's see where the day takes us. The local rail line. Thankfully, nothing going. Just up about 900 meters. First shrine I've seen for a while. These guys are really keeping cool. Just in the woods beside me. They come up through the valley, the town's the other side of those trees, onto these big pasture lands and the cattle farmers. Oh, this is tough. There's actually lots of symbols for snowshoes, but it goes on and on and on, up. This time, there is no fence between the cows and me, and the path goes right through the middle of their field. Of course, they all take a look at you, and let's just hope they're just curious. There's another one. And another one. And I know you're all following me. Never sure what these signify, but at 1,350 feet, so we've gone up 1,350 meters, so we've gone up 450 meters in the last 2 kilometers, and we're still going up. Interesting that we're following a wall at the top of this ridge, so you wonder if it's just farmer based or there's some military thing to it. But I think we're more or less at the top, I don't know. It's so quiet. Not quite the top, but this is the viewpoint. I can't see any summit plaques up here, but we're at 1,300 meters per my compass on my iPhone. So I think that's the maximum at the moment. It looks like we're coming up to a radio tower. and some hikers having a rest. Quite a big radio installation, quite a few buildings and towers, so servicing the valley, I suppose. Still following this wall. It's been quite a way. Coming up to a whole host of signs, including number 39. It's a high elevation farming scene. And here you are, the three of you. So all these cows have come up to the edge here. So either they know something's happening or there's somebody behind them pushing them along. So it's this guy, he's the farmer. He said, yeah, get out of the way. They know it's through here. He's just opening it up. And he's saying to them, go across there. When you follow the GR5 signs and not the app, these sort of paths it takes you down, it does eventually join up with the app, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, very popular. And out of nowhere, a massive cross looking out down the valley. The calm before the next up. This place was fantastic. As I was coming up the hill, I thought, is it open, is it not open? And it was. 2 cokes later, I'm on my way. This is a French gospel that Lucy and I saw multiple times yesterday, and they're clearly, whatever they're doing is on the GR, on the French side, not on the Swiss side. So, quite nice to have some sort of company telling you the way to go. Yeah, you get cars through here all the time. Yeah, over these interesting styles, but workable. And looking ahead, there's that couple going down the valley. Coming down this high alpine valley near the cows. It's a little bit cooler than yesterday, which is fantastic. And there's a slight breeze, which is really good. But that albergue gîte that I stopped for a drink, I was reading, looks like it was a safe haven for people getting information to the British from France into Switzerland. And there's a guy who, I'm not sure if he lived there or he was hidden there, but he made 98 trips into Switzerland from that route, giving information to the British. So we're right on this border. But yeah, this is quite nice. Hot, but quite nice. They really don't want you going straight on. They're making it obvious. You need to go up here. The trees are making noise. But when you get closer, you see all the cows are sitting down, keeping in the shade. I think they think you know where to go because that's the only sign I've seen in half a kilometre. Haven't seen much out, but look at this. So, places to put a tent. You get a toilet and a place to sit, inside or out. There's a short moment and then you see a tap. This is using bundles of wood, almost like a fence, because they're quite aged based on the colour. Because over here, it's a much lighter colour. Yet more girls, hot in the sun. Hey, are you hot? Quite a big property with a nice mural. Two couples doing the Jura. They've got a guidebook ticking along. They've got a certain amount of time to do it in, so we've overlapped a little bit, but they'll disappear tonight, and then I'll probably not see them again. But nice people from Nantes. A few kilometres outside my stop. Bees, lots of bees. So this is the site provided by the village for hikers. So you get a table on the other side of that big digger. There is a water source, and it's dedicated to this guy who's got every honour possible and died in Dachau. Now, these shoes have done about 1,000 kilometres, so I'm going to have to replace them. And with the fantastic help of Antoine, I have replaced them. I've got a pair waiting for me, the right size, the right make, model, waiting for me at the end of stage 1. There's loads of them around here. He's taking all my water.
Smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.